Hey, hey.
Hey, what's good, y'all? We here, we back,
Hey,
a new day,
we back.
new pod.
We back.
My man Dion gotta, go do his Mr. International thing. So we
Yeah,
made
man.
sure we got a couple of them
So,
things back to back. So we ain't leave
absolutely.
y'all without no episode.
For real.
What's up, all the dreamers out there? Shout out to the Dream Team.
Dream Team, what's up, baby?
What's good, bro?
Dream
How you doing?
Team. I'm feeling good, man. I don't know, man. You got me on this little podcasting bug, man. I'm locked in now, man. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, once you see them views going, like it's as someone who's done a lot of videos with no views on them. Once you
Yeah,
finally start seeing them views, like all right, let's get to it now. So it's
man.
good.
Listen,
It's good to
man.
see y'all been out there interacting with the content.
And I think I'll just say this. Granted, it's dope that we get the views. It ain't like we doing this for nothing. But I think what I'm most excited about and proud of is like, the views comes after, we feel good about the product. So I think the bigger thing is like I feel good, like, man, like when it's time to lock in, me and you both lock in. When it's time to, like work our way through it, we work our way through it. So no, like absolutely. Cause you teaching me about the view game. So like, you know what I mean? Like I put my head down and I try not to do everything just with views in mind because I feel like it'll kind of like dilute like what we got going. But like to see like the response and the comments and like people rocking with it, that's dope. That's dope for sure.
Yeah, no, super dope. But I mean, that's just what good content does. That's why I always tell people that I work with, like, it's not you can make great content and get people to watch it without spending a bunch of money. It's just a matter of how you display it and and how it's presented to the internet. A lot of people, no, for real, a lot of people create a lot of content, but they don't know how to display it to the internet. So that's been the cool
Bro,
part of just like watching this thing get off the ground and people locking in. Even the comments on TikTok, there's hundreds of comments on TikTok. So shout out to all y'all, man. I'm glad that I can make y'all angry enough still. Like I still got it. I
hey,
ain't fell off
hey,
yet.
bro, hey,
I
bro.
still look in the comments like, yeah, I still got it. Still
I'm
piss
not. I'm
everybody
not gonna
off.
lie to you. I don't care about nothing you saying because you named the subject. John Morant's finger clocks, bro. What is wrong with you,
I
bro?
mean, dude, cause that's what he been doing, bro. He had,
Yo, yo, you got tears in my eyes in
he,
30 seconds,
bro,
bro.
he been out
Bro,
here,
that,
bro. He been out here pointing them finger glocks, pointing
bro,
it up.
let's see.
We might as well start with that. John Morant was warned by the NBA early last
No.
week
Oh, man.
about, because since y'all be seeing this next week, he was warned by the NBA early last week. Him and I believe it was him and it was another player on the him and Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield, I think, hit a three, then pointed a fake Glock at John Morant, like how they hit the three and then they do the
Yep.
point, and then John Morant scored, and obviously John Morant has a history of publicly posing with Glocks.
The
Uh,
debauchery with the
exactly.
pistols.
Yes, pistols in a strip club. So the NBA issued a warning to John Morant and Buddy Hield, and then in the Grizzlies win over the Heat on TNT, John Morant brought out the finger Glocks again, got to spraying up the court, and the NBA
Spraying
came
everybody.
down. The
A
NBA did not
hundred.
suspend him today, but they did
Yeah.
fine him
Found him.
$75,000, which is like fining him $1, because he's.
But
But
you didn't say
still,
that a hundred people were hit by the air bullets that he shot. So
he was,
hey,
like Elon said, he was
he
sending his heart out to those people through his finger
bro,
glocks. He was shooting
bro.
love. He was shooting love at those people.
What the hell is wrong with him? I don't I don't like come
He
on,
don't
man.
care, bro. He really
He
don't.
don't he
He
really don't like
realized
bro.
any chance he had of being a role model
It's
is
done.
over it.
He's
So,
cooked.
like,
He's
remember how we
cooked.
was having that conversation about LeBron,
Yeah.
and he know he a role model. He got different responsibility. John Morant
John know, he
said,
know.
"Fuck
He's
all
cooked.
that. We're not
Yeah.
doing none of that role
Yeah.
model shit. I
And
am
then he
I."
just
I am Young B. My nickname for him. You can ask any of the homies. Whenever we talk about him, I call him Glock. His name is Glock Morant. Like,
like and the way he's doing it now has evolved. So, back when he got in the league when he was a rookie with the pistols, it's like that. You feel me? Now he's doing the the John Wick. The
Man,
man, bro. I saw
yeah, it
a
looked like Val
staggering.
Kilmer on Heat.
Look, now he's pulling out the lethal weapon.
I'm
He's pulling
crying.
out the
In the words of Danny Glover, I'm getting too old for this shit.
John Morant. He like doing like a GoldenEye intro.
Ja's a wild boy though,
He's an
and the
idiot,
craziest
bro.
part is it's hard for you to say anything because he's just so goddamn talented. He literally hit the game winner in the game. So it's like, Ja, come on, Ja. I
But you
don't.
know,
I've run out of words for Ja Morant at this point. If I'm being honest, like he's just Ja, man. Like
but
you gonna
here's
have
the
to
thing.
take what you get with him. He's just Ja.
Everybody has that category of shit that they just get wrong, right? Because normally, no, think about this. Normally, when you have an issue,
There's a lot of categories for Ja Morant at this
no,
point.
no, it is. But let's just stick to the topic at hand. He just can't get away from air pistols. You feel me? And for me, I think that brings up an important conversation about gun safety in America.
Nigga, what?
Because
How we get to the? How we get?
because listen, if he's not registering those air,
All right, pod over. Pod over. We'll see y'all next week, dog. He got me snorting this bitch. We'll see y'all next week, bro. On
he
God,
got to
we'll
get
see
the
y'all next
register,
week.
man.
This
If he
man
if
said
he
if
don't,
not registering the air pistol, all
bro,
right, bro.
if he's not registering the bangers, bro, he got serial numbers. We need to write them down. Ammunition, the whole. If you go tote air guns, you need to be responsible. Okay.
I'm crying, dog. That is hilarious. That's actually goddamn hilarious, man.
I'm just
Speaking of the NBA, we're both fathers. Could somebody give you $1 million to never speak to your son again?
absolutely not.
He said that we spy versus spy, but that's my spy.
But also like
No, and the answer is no.
it's no.
Now I'm not gonna lie. If you ask me, could somebody give you $1 million to go back and not have a kid? I would be somewhere spending that $1 million. But ever since I saw my baby girl face, there's nothing in this world that is more valuable to me than my daughter. So, but also, even in the words of Bow Wow, because I believe Bow Wow did a interview with somebody, and he was basically talking about how all of these NBA players and athletes are really just marks for, a lot of these IG models who are looking for a come up off an NBA player. So he basically was warning guys like, y'all need to be more careful in y'all interactions and who you just have unprotected sex with. So what are your thoughts about this situation? I'm actually curious to hear what you think.
I think it's just ridiculous, dog. Like I think about the child. You know what I mean? So if the child is born, you know what I mean? If there's a new life, I think that, man, like that child will ultimately see once, they're of age and they're on the internet, this whole debacle and how it played out. You feel me? Which is crazy that like you can chronicle your parents' relationship to you being born, and how your dad dropped an M to never speak to you or see you. I'm not gonna act like I ain't gonna blame just her now. Granted, you know what I mean? Like this could have been prevented by both parties. You know what I mean? Him strapping up. You know what I'm saying? If and when like she realized that that wasn't the case, she had options. But I mean, listen, everybody's adults. You feel me? And how this shook out is crazy. You know what I mean? When you are a public face and persona and celebrity, um, the the public perception of your moves comes into play. He's getting cooked like hibachi rice because but I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know, like what it make me think about is all of the trash motherfuckers who did this before the internet. You know what I mean? Like all the rich motherfuckers that just like You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I almost see that baby. Yeah, that's dead. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
I'm not gonna lie. I am both in disagreements and in agreements with Anthony Edwards.
In what way? Talk to me.
I mean, we live in a very pro-choice society,
Okay.
and we as men don't get the ability to choose, even though we both equally get the ability to choose and partake in sex, but we don't get the ability to have a say so in the consequences of said action.
Okay.
Also, if I'm Ant, she know he up 100 M's and his next contract gonna be worth $300 million. Like let's not act like we dumb. Like I can literally open up
Google
another
it.
tab in my
Yep.
computer,
Yep.
put in Anthony
Salary.
Edwards NBA contract history, and it will give me every single dollar he's made
Yep.
and what they project he'll make in the future. So it's two sides. It's two sides of that coin. Like I've dealt with bitter women, and I understand how tough it is to deal with people that you don't feel like you can reason with. But at the same time, Anthony Edwards has been vastly irresponsible with
Penis.
with his little soldiers
Oh, we
over the
can't say
past.
penis. Okay.
Oh, I mean, we can. I don't care. I mean, I told you we could take it as far as you want to go.
All right, chill,
My
chill. All right, chill.
my brand has no limits. But
Chill, chill,
but
Charlemagne. Like,
but
like, chill out.
but like I think Anthony had 4 or 5 kids over the last 18 months. So that means you just going out and being reckless.
And spraying.
And not even being reckless and like, oh, you just having a bunch of sex. Like you have as much sex as you want to, with whoever you want to, when, however you want to. But if you're gonna keep having sex with all these IG models unprotected, you gotta understand what's happening. And I have had a lot of sex in my life. I have never had no nut that I believe is worth $1 million.
Right. I have a question.
Or even beyond the money,
Yeah.
worth me having to father and parent a child with a person that I don't want to be involved with. So my thing overall is like, and these decisions are poor decisions on your behalf, because at the end of the day, you will always have to be more accountable for those actions than that other person will be, because you are the 100 millionaire. And regardless of if you care about perception or not, like, number one, that still is your child. Number two, no amount of money is going to take away from the fact that that's your child. And number three, you creating another generation of trauma. So it's hard for me to. I understand both sides, but I still think that if Ant was just a little bit more responsible, even with Ja, just responsibility.
Yeah,
Like these
no.
guys
He's
don't
tweaking, bro.
understand that they have a much greater responsibility now. And I get it. You 24, you 25. It don't fucking matter.
At all. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real, like, bro, like, you just need somebody to be like, bro, you're fucking bugging. Like, you're bugging. You
I
feel me?
don't I don't know if that's gonna work. The whole world been telling Ja Morant he been
No,
bugging for 2 years,
no,
and he's
no.
still out here with
I'm
unregistered
not. I'm
finger
not.
glocks.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm thinking more so along the lines of like, as you build out yourself and you're going for that ultimate thing, building out and insulating yourself with, a team. You know what I mean? So that you're not above reproach. So I'm not speaking to the moment, because the moment, like you said, the moment's past. It's just that, like, when we think about, speaking back to the last pod, when we think about greatness, I think anything is possible. So I plan accordingly. You don't have to have everything figured out. But I just think that, like, man, like, it's crazy. It's like, bro, like, you bugging. 5 kids, you know what I mean? Like, in 18 months, you feel me? Do you think about for a bulk
That's
of
a
the year,
lot.
you're traveling. You know what I mean? A bulk of the year you're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, absence is not always due to lack of resources. Absence is due to resources sometimes. And so I think that, like,
You
I
dropped a
think
bar
that,
right there. That was a bar.
yeah, you know what
Gotta
I'm saying?
clip
So
that. Gotta clip
yeah.
that. Then we ended the clip right there with the last, and woo, that's fire
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, like,
You over there clip farming.
man, I just think that, when we look at that, bro, like, you just want to do things that you can stand on. You feel me? And I think that, if like what we've seen now with like our maturity and our growth and always wanting to just be good people is like, man, like I don't think if you have the evolution like I hope you do, that you'll look back and be able to stand on how this was handled and what was done. Not to say you have regrets. You feel me? But that's the thing about maturity and about awareness and about empathy. You know what I mean? I just like I see so many situations that lack empathy and care. You know what I mean? And like I don't like seeing that with people that look like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that. You feel me? But yeah, nah, man, he wilding, bro. I'm tweaking, he bugging. Him and Elon Musk is bugging, bro. 19 kids between them and shit like this. Stupid, bro.
And I will say, as I mentioned, as we talked about on the first episode with Tyreek Hill and his situation, like there is a law in some states where once you become a resident of that state and you have so many children, you don't have to pay child support. So like I forgot what it is. I think it's like if you have over 14 children, you are no longer legally required to pay child support because like the government, I guess, deems it to be like too much or whatever. So some of these guys, I truly believe after they had their first couple, they just like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going because of like I'm either gonna pay 4 or 5 women millions of dollars for the rest of my life, or I'll just have a whole litter of children and not have to pay none of them and try to make sure my children are raised properly, which I think is a fucking crazy because one child is enough. 14, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9. I respect it. But this is not back in the 50s where you can have 20 kids and all y'all living in the same house and, able to exist today. Bread costs $10 now.
Man,
listen,
a
loaf of bread costs $10. A loaf of good bread really costs like $7, $8 now.
Hey, what's the name of that service where you could like extend the payments and shit that people
Oh,
doing?
Klarna? Yeah, Klarna.
Yeah, bro, they got Klarna for fucking butternut loaf bread now, bro. Like it's just you got to put that shit on layaway. You can go to Rent-A-Center for eggs now. It's crazy, bananas. Come on, man. Speaking of food, man, talk to me. What's your favorite Kool-Aid flavor, bro?
My favorite Kool-Aid flavor is, I would say, that's kind of tough. I got 3. I can't pick one. I'm gonna go with the green apple. I'm gonna go with that blue raspberry lemonade they got, which is fire. And then you gotta go with the traditional fruit punch with an extra cup of sugar in it, so that way your legs can hurt a little bit more. Get that tingle from the sugar.
All right, so number one, you can't talk about legs no more on this podcast. I don't trust you no more. You was jumping off buildings. That's number one. I don't. Every leg experience you've ever had has been called into question, okay? The integrity of your leg decisions is called into question. Matter of fact, I want to challenge you on the grounds of musicianship, number one. Number two, green apple has to be the worst fucking take you've ever had in your life. That is disgusting. Nobody is drinking Kool-Aid for green apple. That is wild, okay?
Why?
Check your... Bro, that's green apple as a flavor is so trash. That's just...
Not for Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it is. It's
not for Kool-Aid. You tripping?
It is.
Tripping.
I would. We can put a poll on this episode.
We can.
Is green apple Kool-Aid trash? Because I know
it's not trash, bro. It's not trash.
I know for a fact that people go rock with me. But this leads me to one of the most profound statements I've ever made to you. I don't think you will ever have a take that is as clutch and as real as the blue raspberry lemonade, my boy. People do not understand that is literally top tier Kool-Aid flavor, bro.
By the way, blue raspberry is insane.
Yeah, it is. It's insane, but that lemonade, blue raspberry lemonade, crazy. Top like 2 makeshift flavors at home I've ever had. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like they cooked with that one.
What's your favorite? You ever mix your Kool-Aid packets?
Absolutely. Okay.
What was your favorite flavors?
I'm gonna go what is it? Was it strawberry lemonade and watermelon?
Okay, I ain't mad at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
I
got to be
do the
careful. You
strawberry
can't.
lemonade with the blueberry.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with fruit punch because it's still gonna taste like fruit punch. That's just too strong, bro. That shit is concentrated. I think I mixed fruit punch with pink lemonade before. I did not taste a hint of pink or lemonade in that motherfucker. Okay, so if anybody out there you want to mix your Kool-Aid, please do not mix with the fruit punch. Okay, it's just gonna end up as fruit punch. Okay,
That's
it's too
hilarious.
powerful.
Nah, way
I'm
too
just saying.
powerful. Way
No,
too
you cooked
powerful.
you cooked with that blue raspberry lemonade though. That's hot. That's coming off the presses right there. That's the clip of it. I'm mad you sandwiched it in between two horrible decisions though,
No, that's great. All my
bro.
flavors are tremendous.
Bro,
Refreshing. Put some
you
ice, put some
said,
extra ice in the pitcher when you put it in the fridge so it get extra
bro,
cold.
you said
The old
you
school
said,
plastic pitcher with the little faux little the
yeah,
little
yeah,
hole. You know what I mean?
bro.
Heat,
You said that
heat.
drinking the fruit punch would make your legs tingle
No, I
after
said
the
you gotta put.
pod.
I said you gotta put that extra cup of sugar in there.
But
That's gonna make
after,
your legs tingle.
but listen, bro, after the pod in which you admitted to jumping off 2 stories on the grass. Bro,
What
your
the?
leg was tingling
I'm
regardless.
not
Okay,
blaming the Kool-Aid for that.
bro,
That was just stupid. That was just
bro,
stupidity.
your leg was tingling and you needed something to like ease the pain. Motherfucker. That's what happened.
That's
Okay.
hilarious.
Anybody out there with leg problems, don't listen to this motherfucker. Okay, he made horrible decisions with his legs. Now you talk about now he's walking around with his legs don't even bend. Hey, what's the daddy? Hey, what's the daddy name of King of the Hill, bro? That motherfucker legs
Hank
don't
Hill.
fit.
To my
No,
Hank.
his daddy, bro. Remember
I
his
don't know.
cotton,
I
bro,
never watched King of the Hill.
bro. Listen,
King of the Hill is great.
the daddy. I mean, it's all right, but the daddy was like 4 feet, bro. The man legs didn't bend, bro. So he walked like, bro, that's how you go. Yo, that's crazy, man.
That's nuts.
That's wild. That's wild.
Now, unfortunately, we got to keep talking about this because it keep happening.
Oh yeah,
But stock market continues to crash, man. I think the stock market lost like $5 trillion. If you listen to this last week, stocks in Q2 began with the skid. The S&P 500 followed its biggest quarterly loss in nearly 3 years with the drop in its first week of April. The index hit a record on February 19th, but has since tumbled on the fears that Trump's administration's tariffs, centered trade policies could spark inflation and slow the economy. The Federal Reserve has said that these tariffs are going to cause a recession. China has struck back on us today with more tariffs, making everything even more expensive. We had a conversation in the last episode about the Nintendo Switch. Well, they were supposed to drop next week or 2 weeks. That motherfucker not dropping now. They said we're gonna wait till June. We gotta go back and recalibrate some things.
bro. Listen, when I
So
tell you, bro,
everything is about to be
it's about to get wicked,
and it's never going back down.
man. When I
I
tell
think
you,
I believe we are witnessing the end of the United States of America, if I'm being
bro,
honest.
there was a report from this really respected AI guy that said because of what is involved in like the tariff language, he can almost confirm that that AI was used to generate it by this administration, bro.
Oh no, it was because it made some. I saw something like that too because it made some mistakes on the numbers, especially with the China tariff. Like I guess it was actually 7% or something, and they thought it was 30 something, so they hit them with a big tariff. Then China was like, "What the fuck?" and hit us back with another one. These people are all idiots. From the genius that builds these rockets that blows up all the time and these cars that's falling apart to the goddamn orange goofball that's sitting there to that bald head goofy. And I'm not going, you know what? I'm going to stop because you in politics. I do not fuck with none of these politicians right now. None of them. So I'm going to stay away from that because we want to keep Dion's Chicago dream getting some of that federal funding so that way we continue to help out these people that are in need. So I'm shutting the fuck up. But what we're seeing right now is egregious, and I pray for those people because they're going to need you even more with the way that this economy is shaking down. You really going to wind up being out here feeding everybody in a minute, shit.
Man, listen, when I tell you, it's wicked. It's
No,
wicked,
I
bro.
believe it.
It's wicked.
I'm living it every day. I know y'all see me on Looking Fly. Trust me, I feel it. I feel it. I can feel it in the air.
Okay, you got the end off. I got worried. No, for real.
Like Beanie Siegel. Literally.
Dog, when I tell you.
I can feel the tariffs in there.
I can feel it. Dog, it's getting wicked, man. It ain't even enough to say about that, bro. It is wicked. For real.
$250,000 layoffs since January. I'm sorry, since January.
That's crazy.
All my highly educated friends low key don't have jobs.
And speaking of layoffs,
I'm for real. They low key do not have jobs. And the ones that's like, you know, obviously you go out, you interview a lot. They're like, yeah, like they trying to offer me 50% less than what I was making at my last job for the same job. I'm like, in the words of the future, wiki. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, man. Speaking of layoffs, you excited for this Kendrick tour, man?
What the fuck? What they got to do with layoffs?
I don't know. It don't matter. This our pod. What you talking about, bro? We said we won't. What you talking about? I don't got the segue.
Am I excited for the tour? No. Am I excited for the eventual Amazon Prime concert special that'll drop in 4K that I can watch in my living room with my TV on 60 and in the crib? Yes. I will not be attending that. I will not be attending any more concerts in the future. These tickets,
not enough.
These tickets are too crazy. Ticketmaster, shame on you.
Ticketmaster is going. Listen, Ticketmaster said, "Look, Suge is in jail. Let us go ahead and take the mantle because they out here just no lube going crazy." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ticketmaster.
Only prices that ain't really been affected by Ticketmaster like that crazy is really basketball games and baseball games. Other than that, any other sport, you cooked. Even hockey games.
Cooked.
I've never been to a hockey game. And that's because every time I go to look up some price, I'm like, damn, 300 level seats is 150 a ticket. Like, I'm cool on that.
That's crazy.
Cool on that, especially to see the Kings or one of these teams.
Yeah.
I'm cool on that.
Yeah, nah, man. No,
I mean, watching a hockey game, and it be cold in there. I'm skinny. I'm cool.
Look, I think it's gonna be a dope concert. The way my pockets is looking, unless they got a Chief Dreamer discount, boy won't be there.
You better put in that Chief Dreamer call.
Boy, listen. I don't
call
know
the Dream staff.
Listen. I don't know what call I could make. Okay. Because the way the United Center set up for them and then Soldier Field be set up, ain't no discount.
You better DM Kendrick from your page. Say, hey, we need to help these underprivileged youth in Chicago. They want to see you. I need 10 tickets, big dog. I need 10 tickets and some money for some food.
But listen, the way that shit be working, dog. You be having nonprofits like, yeah, to whom it may concern. We would love to have our children.
Kendrick Lamar.
Listen.
Give me 10 tickets. I want one for me and 9 for the community.
But listen,
actually, 2 for me, because one for my wife, because my wife loves scissor. 2 for me and 8 for the community. That's what you just put in the email.
But this is how it's trash because some community leaders be doing that. They're like, yeah, like we really want our kids to experience that. We would like to request 10 sweet tickets and a full buffet. I done seen it. I'm telling you,
full buffet?
Bro, I done seen it. You be surprised, bro. Like, some of these community leaders be getting wild with what they be asking for.
I mean, hey, let's look at Marvin Sapp. Lock the doors.
Bro, listen, the man
lock the doors. He said, I didn't tell them to shut the doors. I just told them to lock the doors. Motherfucker. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, God.
No.
But come
I'm
on.
not apologize. Hey, check this out.
Look, Jesus didn't like the money changes either. So Marvin Harris, I don't know if he would be rocking with you right now.
Listen, first of all, his name Marvin Sapp. That's the funny part.
Marvin Harris, my bad. I'm sorry. Marvin Harris, I'm sorry.
So check this out.
Marvin Sapp, I'm sorry.
That should have been a topic because
Marvin Sapp never would have made it.
Matter of fact, sing that in the background while I talk to him, okay? Hey Marvin,
Never.
shut your dumb ass up. Talking about lock the doors, man. Shut your. Hey, what he say on Martin in the
Lock the
DMV?
door till we
He
reach
said,
40K.
"Hey, what Martin say? What he say to Martin when he was at the DMV? Man, sit your dumb ass down. Talking about some lock the doors, bro. How dare you? And then but see, this is my problem. You say lock the doors, but you don't want to deal with the consequence of video streaming yourself saying lock the doors. Now you talking about, oh, my family is getting death threats. Hey, my boy, it's a recession. And you
His
just said,
family getting death threats.
yeah, that's what he said. I don't even know. Look, I don't know.
Look, I just want to know, why are you sending death threats to a preacher? What
Hey,
the
dog.
fuck is wrong with you people? Why
Time
are you
out.
sending death threats to a representative of God? Allegedly. I'm
I'll
just
take a
saying.
legend. Hey, listen. Well, it wasn't godly when he was asking for that 40.
I mean,
Okay?
hey, he was asking people to pay their tithes.
Okay, this is gonna be a topic for another show because you about to piss me off. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, no. Again, dear Marvin Sapp,
Never would have made it.
sit your dumb ass down. What you talking about? Lock the doors, man. If you don't get your ass out of here, crazy. I
Say
ain't
the same
going.
thing to Drake in his lawsuit.
Oh my! Listen.
You can't erase it. It don't matter now. He ain't doing nothing but making it bigger. It's about to be Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond in less than a year. Cooked.
Yeah.
Well done.
Crazy, bro. Diamond in less than a year is so crazy.
Cooked. And you got another song on the charts that's been number one for 7 weeks. Cooked.
Bro.
In 5 days. That's the craziest shit. In 5 days.
Diamond in less than a year is bananas.
Getting taken out the paint in 5 days is insane. It took 50 a few years to ruin Ja's life. It took Kendrick a week.
Took bruh.
Dead ass a week.
Bro, the man said Diamond in less than a year. So what you
doing if somebody write a Meet the Grams towards you and they say, "Dear Dion," or they say, "Dear Bryson," what you doing if somebody write a song and they write a letter to your son?
No, hear me out. No lie. No lie for real. I'm going scorched earth on whoever try to come for me. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm different. I am prepared to defend all my games.
My man said, "I'm reactivating that Navy training, boy."
Hey, listen, I promise you this, motherfuckers gonna get active. I ain't playing. You ain't because that's what happens. Like, I don't like the strategy of it all. I don't like that. Like, you say, because you want me to tell you the thing about that beef that boils my blood. Like, the one moment
What?
that I'm talking about, bro, I cannot get over it. I can like every time I try to be like, oh, okay, both blah 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 or whatever. No. The moment that I cannot get out of my head was the end of his tour, when he said, "I'm finna go back in the studio and y'all finna see what's happening," and got his ass washed, bro. Like, dog. Listen, I like, it's moments like that where, you know what I'm saying,
You get what you asked for.
Now it's like the end of Coach Carter. You saying, "Oh, I'm hopeful," and then it says Drake, in fact, never did anything.
Yeah, Drake, in fact, was not hopeful
At all. He got washed like a fucking spin cycle. Okay, like, for real. Nah, man, I ain't, bro. Come on, man. I get so mad thinking about that shit, dog. Like, y'all throw subs for a decade, and your knives ain't sharp. You feel me? And listen, here's the funny
Thought it
thing.
was. He just was surprised that nobody cared that somebody that claimed to be a gang member, that nobody cared that he might have beat up his wife. That's the funniest part about the whole thing, is like, Kendrick has been claiming to be and I live in LA. He been claiming to be a gang member his whole career. He got an interview with Vice where he literally sitting in the yard with a bunch of Bloods behind him and they working out on a weight bench. Who did you think this man was? My homie Glass Malone, he a Crip. My favorite saying from him is he always say, "You can't cancel a Crip." And I laugh at him because like I'm sure whatever he used to do back when he was like in his tough street days, you know what I mean, he really was that guy. But now he's more sage, trying to pass down wisdom and keeping the young guys from crashing out. But his favorite saying is, I don't care what I say, you can't cancel a Crip. So I just find it funny that Drake thought that the thing that was going to end Kendrick Lamar was like, oh yeah, you used to fight your girlfriend. I said I was a gang member. Who gives a fuck?
Bro, if Drake was your number one, you had to acknowledge that Kendrick was number two. And if Kendrick was your number one, you had to acknowledge Drake was your number two. So now my question is, you threw shots and subs for a decade at number two and thought he wasn't on that with your ass? Listen to me. You know what this means? You remember. Okay? Now, everybody back, like, now they like, oh, belt to ass. No, in the 90s, you got the warning. You got the
yeah.
They did this for a decade and then proceeded to put belt to ass continuously and then dropped the album and didn't put the song on there because he didn't have to.
Yep, didn't need to. Did not need to.
Amen.
Belt to ass. All right. You wanted to talk about who's really with me. What does this mean, Dion?
Who's really with me is simple, man. Why are we focusing on who's not with us? Why are we focusing on who's not with us? You need to do inventory on who's really with you and focus on them. The hell are y'all doing, man? I hate when I go on social media and I see people and they say, man, they don't really want to see me win. Who the hell is they? Why are you talking about that? Why I don't ever see you lift up the people that have believed in you, even if it's one person, even if it's two people? Why are you not championing them? Why are you not platforming them? Instead, you focus on the people that you wish supported you instead of the people that's riding with you. Focus on who's, matter of fact, this is the lesson of the week, man. Focus on who with you. I'm tired of this, man. Y'all getting me mad. I ain't even happy today. I need everybody. You need to do an inventory of who's really with you and stand on it. Stand on business. Champion them. Thank them. Lift them up. Make them feel appreciated because they've been rocking with you. How you showing disdain to the people that's not with you, but not showing love to the people that's with you? Is that how you run your camp? You wanted a team just so you can ignore your team and focus on people that ain't on your team? It don't make sense. Come on, man. Get it together.
Chief Dreamer with some wise words.
What's your lesson of the week? What's your lesson of the week?
I don't have no lesson of the week. It's been a long week, if I'm being honest. I ain't learned nothing. I'm surviving this week. Lesson of the week, keep fucking surviving.
Hey, man. Sometimes you just got to
Lesson of the week, stay alive.
Keep the balloon in the air. You hear me? Okay, that's it.
Stay alive. Keep the plate spinning.
That's it, man. Let's go ahead and get to that affirmation of the week so we can get on out of here, man.
You go ahead. You inspire us. We need it at this point.
It's all good. We'll dedicate this affirmation of the week to TPJ. Keep on trucking. Or as the famous cat meme, hang on in there. You got this, man. Okay? Yeah.
Nigga, what? Yeah, what? Brother, ooze. I said I'm gonna stop. I told myself I'm gonna stop saying the N-word. And like, you know, the Samoans, they call each other oos. It mean like brother. Yeah. I'm gonna start calling everybody oos. They gonna be mad. Oos, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hang on in there, brother.
Said like the cat meme, bro. What?
Hang on.
All right, man. This man Dion is insane, man. That's my guy. Man. He is insane, bro.
Hey, man, listen, man. It was a quick one, but we got it in. You know what I mean? Like over the next week, I need everybody to take care of themselves. TPJ, I need you to come ready next time for that work, man. But it's been a pleasure as always, right?
Yes, sir. No, fun times, good conversations, good friends. What else can you ask for? You know what I mean? And hopefully next week we'll have a lot more to talk about. Well, actually, you know what? I mean, this will probably drop mid next week anyway. So this will be a nice little teaser for y'all. I'm sure by the time we see y'all again next Saturday, you know what I mean? We'll have something for y'all. So
yeah, we'll have some more.
All right, man. All right.
Ja Morant.
Y'all talk to
Double.
your mans. Send your
Double
mans a
take.
message. Tell him to stop.
Double take. You thought I put it down? I picked it back up. I didn't learn my lesson. Put the guns up. 2 guns up, John Morant style.
All right, man. It's been your boy TPJ. Y'all find me on the internet at H&B Media TV. Make sure you go to hmbmedia.com. Subscribe. Get your sports info, sports takes there. Dion, talk to people. Let them know where they can find you at.
Finest Chief Dreamer podcast on every platform. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share with somebody that don't feel good because we got something for everybody, man. We'll holler at y'all later.
Yes, sir. And until next time, peace out. Much love.